Hi everyone and welcome to this video. I thought I'd give you a brief introduction because this is the start of a series of videos showing you our trip that we've just returned from, 6 weeks, where we travelled up to Scotland and toured the southwest. A really interesting trip, lots to see and lots to show you. The other thing to just mention is that the GoPro, which I use a lot for filming, had a little of a hiccup at the beginning and I lost a few sections of video, unfortunately. And one of those was the tour of our first campsite, Englethwaite Hall campsite. So I was wondering whether to put that into the video, but I think I've got enough to give you a good idea of the site and particularly what's immediately around the site. There's a lovely walk which we'll show you, and it has an interesting history. There was an old mansion on the grounds that the campsite now occupies, and also the wardens have spent a lot of time developing the site and making it a really pleasant place to stay. But we'll start the video just as we're travelling up from home up the M6, and we've stopped off for lunch at Brockholes Nature Reserve.
Hello there, we're just leaving Brockholes Wildlife.
It's a nature reserve, isn't it?
Reserve,
yeah.
yes.
Wetlands, basically.
Well, wetlands. It used to be an old sand quarry.
Yeah.
We're in Lancashire, on our way to Scotland.
Hooray! Finally, getting away.
Again, this is the trip we had to cancel last year. It's very exciting. We got packed up and were cheered off by the builders this morning and the window fitters.
Working in the house opposite.
Yeah, because we've become quite friendly with them now. And so we've stopped here for some lunch. Can highly recommend it. Junction 31 of the M6. It's about a mile off that junction, that's all. Much nicer than stopping in the motorway services. A lovely little cafe restaurant and a shop, and loads of beautiful wildlife. In fact, we've been here half an hour and we've seen a great heron.
Yeah, marvellous heron.
A hawk.
Yes, hovering
as well. Lunch. And the sounds of the birds is amazing. Unfortunately, you can't hear the motorway because you can see it going by, but it's still lovely. Anyway, we're going to carry on with our trip. We're on our way now to Englethwaite Caravan and Motorhome Club site, which is just off the M6 junction 42, and that's going to be our stopover for a couple of nights where we can check the van's all right and everything, because it's had its habitation. Yeah. And new wheels and new tyres. Gary is very excited about.
But the old ones were a bit.
Yes, it's a much nicer ride, isn't it? Actually,
better ride, less noise.
Yeah. So no doubt Gary will be doing a campsite video on that at some point.
On the site.
And we'll speak to you a bit later on.
It's well laid out, isn't it?
It is. Lots of parking.
Including overflow parking. Probably they get a lot of people, a lot of visitors.
Yes. Wouldn't believe it was so close to the motorway. Yeah, great for the children. Yeah. Lots of lovely walks, plenty of parking, which is £5 actually.
That's for a full day. For a full day.
There's the restaurant and shops, although there weren't any shops open today. There's lots of food, and you can get married here if you so desire. But look at that, that's fab, isn't it? Straight off the motorway. Lovely place to stop and have a break.
See the birds?
See the birds and hear the birds as well, which is even better. It's so relaxing. Pity you can't see the heron, he's gone now.
There's the...
Here's some of the water, lovely swans. It's really lovely, it's very peaceful and relaxing, particularly after you've had a 3-hour or so journey up the motorway, to just get in touch with nature for half an hour. Nice view over that way. This is the waterworks. I've had all that sunshine today and we've arrived in a spot of rain. Oak Tree Animal Charity. Happy Herdwick sheep. We know all about Herdwick sheep. Veterinary surgery. You wouldn't think you were a couple of miles off the... Oh, nice view over the mountain. Oh, you can't see. The hedge is too high.
Pretty open, isn't it?
It is. Actually, yeah. It's very bumpy. I think this is going to be a very bumpy bit of film. Should have put it on your anti-wobble thing. Whatever that is.
Gimbal.
Gimbal.
Anti-wobble sounds better, actually.
Anti-wobble. Yeah, I wish I could walk on an anti-wobble. Stop things wobbling. Things wobbling that shouldn't be wobbling. Or didn't used to wobble. But if I could get an anti-wobbler,
It'd be
brilliant.
set up.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're in the country now.
Yes. Obviously a few people building their own homes. Rather lovely for that view.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That's lovely. Don't know whether you'll see the hills in the background or not. Oh, that's very grand.
A lot of grand houses here.
There are actually. Well, it's Englethwaite Hall.
In 1 mile, turn right.
It says turn right somewhere here again. I assume there might have been. If I come right way.
Well, not had a chance to turn in. Didn't say we're going to turn right. Nice bridge.
Look at that. I haven't seen a sign, have you?
Yeah.
Pardon?
Not yet.
No.
Proper countryside.
It is, isn't it? Ooh, it's like the Seven Sisters Road in Wales, is.
Turn right, then turn left.
Here we are.
And here we are, arriving at
Englethwaite
Englethwaite Hall, Caravan and Motorhome Club site. Sorry, no tents. This looks very picturesque with all the, what they're called,
Rhododendrons.
rhododendrons.
It's a proper driveway.
This is probably, I wonder if there was a hall here or still is a hall.
Turn left, then turn left.
Keep turning left.
Coppicing.
Okay.
Can't go down
Turn
that
left
one. No. It's all one way, I think.
there. Oh, I see. Get past it to go around again.
Yeah. What a lovely sight.
Here's where those
Turn left, then turn left.
We've turned left.
before.
Arrivals.
Said it was good, didn't they?
Yeah. Lovely jubbly.
They could be nice and quiet as well.
Yes. Here we are. Very good video of the dash.
Again. Hi everyone, and welcome to our first proper campsite tour of 2022. We're back on the road, travelling up to Scotland for a good few weeks trip, and we've stopped off at our first site, which is Englethwaite Hall Caravan and Motorhome Club site. We've only been here the one day, but it's a lovely site, so I shall look forward to taking you round. But first job is I'll show you on the map how the site's laid out. So we have the map of the Englethwaite Hall club site, and I'll show you the route we're going to take around today. Starting at reception, we'll follow the outside route, following all the way around here, past this walk here to High Stand, which is a really lovely walk to some lakes. I'll show you that later. Taking it all the way around, and then we come to these roads here, which actually form a dead end. I'll show you why. So we'll go down there, but come back round, look round here, and then drop down to see the last few pitches there before joining reception. It's 68 pitches, mostly hard standing, a few grass pitches. On the site, you can probably guess, of an old hall. You'll also see that down on this right hand side is a good long dog walk, and there is also a dog exercise area as well. So let me show you around. So we've now had a look at the map, and I'll take you around the site and show you all the points I mentioned, including some surprises. Let's start off with reception here on the left, which has a small shop as well. We'll come up on the outside run. Englethwaite Hall Caravan and Motorhome Club site is actually on the grounds of an old mansion built in 1879 by John Tomlinson, who made his fortune mining gypsum and manufacturing plaster of Paris. The original entrance to the house is behind pitches 61 and 62. And interestingly, the hall had its own railway siding linked to the Carlisle Settle Railway, which was used to transport the minerals from the quarries. There are a number of steps around the site relating back to the hall. There's an exit by a gate at pitch 9, which is where we stayed, and there are 3 deep pools which have been created from the site of the quarries where gypsum was excavated in the late 19th century. Coming down here now, and this is on the right where we look down from those stairs. They're original steps from the old hall, as I said, and there's a couple of pitches here along with a service point. One thing you will have noticed is there are no facilities here, no showers, no toilets, dishwashing, etc., which means you do have to be self-contained. But like so many of these sites we've been to, it's a totally different feel when you haven't got people backwards and forwards to showers and dishwashing. Makes it for a very quiet, relaxing place, unless you have the tree surge that's in, but it's only for today. I'm just going to go down the last set of pitches, and you'll see them working down on the right. I think they're getting finished for the day now, and we'll go back round and we'll end up back at reception. And here we are, back at reception, overlooking a very well kept and very pleasant campsite. One thing to mention, there's not very good 4G signal, certainly not on O2, but they do have their own Wi-Fi, but it has got a limited range, so they provide these seats so you can use their Wi-Fi if you've signed up for that. And you'll also see that Friday night, when we won't be here, is fish and chips. I nearly forgot. Earlier on in the video I mentioned that there was a real surprise tucked away in the campsite, and I'm going to show you that now.
pitch virtually.
Yeah, it is.
To the lakes at
High Stand.
High Stand. We're here just for today. We're off to Scotland tomorrow. So we thought we'd take you along on this, what is supposed to be a lovely walk, Sally has told us this morning.
Who's somebody we met.
This morning.
This
She's
morning.
Off to Scotland to do the North Coast.
Yeah. As well as Orkney.
As well as Orkney, lucky devil.
Yeah. Oh, it says to the lakes.
It does say to the lakes. That's a good start then.
After you.
Thank you.
And we've been very lucky with the weather. Because we arrived in the rain, but now it's glorious sunshine. We know where we're going.
High Stand.
Yeah, which way?
Straight on, I'm guessing.
I'm guessing, true. That's a less used path on the right.
That's pretty. Oh, that tree's falling down. Oh, that's a big tree to fall down.
It is. If it wasn't for the noise in the background, you'd hear how quiet it is. We had a totally silent night.
We did. The birds, the owls and the birds this morning, and there was some cockerel that sounded like somebody was throttling it this morning. In fact, I had to listen very hard to make sure it was a cockerel. It was such a strange noise.
Oh, there's a farm right by the site, isn't there?
If you don't mind nature noise,
Yeah.
apart from the tree felling, it's lovely here. Really lovely. Bumblebees at work already.
And we found out that also there was a hall here,
Oh yes, Englethwaite Hall.
but it was demolished in 1969.
5 or 9, yeah, somewhere in the 60s.
So we'll have to find a bit more information about it. Oh yeah. That was right at the lake already.
Oh yes.
I thought it'd be a bit of a longer walk.
Yeah. Which way do you want to go, left or right? Oh, we
do.
Clockwise and clockwise.
This is a sign of where we are in our ability to plan and travel at the moment. Because we can't decide whether to turn left or right.
Oh, let's go right.
We're going to go right.
Yeah. Oh, look at the pillow.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
You've got
Oh, that is lovely.
shade at one end. Oh, some interesting bird noise as well.
Geese.
Geese. Right, well we will turn right. Go off down the path.
A flock of bluebird, blue tits.
Flock, I suppose.
Just a flock. They should have a different name, shouldn't they?
What you've decided.
Titter tits.
Could be.
Titter tits.
The other thing we have noticed, the leaves aren't out
Yes.
as much as where we are.
Aren't they? Yeah. We are a lot further south.
We are from here. 200 odd miles. But still pretty early in the year.
So pretty. I wonder if this was all part of the house then.
Could well have been, couldn't it? We were saying the trees on the site look like they've been planted, don't they?
Yes, like you can tell.
From
It's a Victorian house probably. Although, as I said, there might have been a house there before that. But certainly it looks when the gardens were planted, it's that era, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's lovely, isn't it?
It is. Have this right next door, as it were.
Yeah.
There's a good view as well.
Wow.
Do we know where we're looking towards?
No.
Oh.
Oh, look at that geese. Goose.
Goose.
Geese.
Where? Yeah.
Oh, that is a lovely view, isn't it?
Glorious. Somebody else described it as glorious.
Yeah. Lovely. Oh, these are lovely flowers. Absolutely.
Looks a bit like a type of daisy, but
I've left my close-up lens again in the van. I did manage to bring it.
yeah. You'll get a photo though.
Get it without the sun on it.
Here's a rope swing you could go on.
Oh wow. Not sure I'd want to swim in it. Pretty though it is. Some lovely reflections there. I'll take you a close up for you.
Reminds me a bit of being in France.
Yes.
Somehow the quietness and...
I can't hear the woot woot bird.
No. Can hear a bird though.
Mm.
You can only hear birds now. Well, it said lakes, didn't it?
Yes, it is. So maybe this.
There must be another.
Whoever built the hall is obviously very wealthy. So
Not quite capability brown, but nice all the same.
gosh, you can see for miles.
You can. So the nearest town is Carlisle, but I'm not sure which direction it is.
It's probably vaguely over there, is it? We came that way. Oh, it might be there somewhere.
Certainly can't see it from here.
It was a bit of a country lane. And
It was, but not far off the motorway, was it?
No, only a few minutes. Very clear the water, actually.
Yeah.
Yes, we've missed this, haven't we, over the last 3 months?
Getting out,
Yeah,
seeing new places.
new places.
Wow.
Oh,
they're
that's a bit of a
fighting.
fight. It's that time of year, isn't it?
More of a pond, I would call that.
Yeah. It's like an old wood, isn't it?
Very old, I should say. Call that moss on it.
Yeah. Reminds me of that one in Barnes Castle.
Yes, we walked from the site there, didn't we?
Yeah.
There's an old root, base of the tree. That's been there a while.
Okay.
Not a lot of signage, but
Should have got
we'll
a map,
find our way.
hadn't we, from there? I think they've got some of those nice walking maps.
Oh yes, they are.
Yeah, they always come in handy.
Very
About
detailed, aren't
£5,
they?
aren't they? And
Hmm.
just big enough for 3 or 4 mile walks, maybe.
Popular with the dog walkers, I think.
Yeah. A lot of fallen trees.
Yeah, well, I think if it's an old wood,
Yeah.
bouncy dog.
I think that's where you go back round the other side, isn't it?
All right, so if we carry on.
Yeah.
Hi there.
Hi there.
Hi.
Yeah, we go around here.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh yeah.
Benji goes in that lake.
Trying to avoid the dog going in the lake.
Don't blame him. They're very smelly, I would imagine.
You can see why it's a popular site.
Yeah.
People come back quite regularly.
Yeah. Getting a mess on that. Some lovely colours,
Oh, yeah.
actually, aren't there? It's got lovely fronds.
It's opening up a bit now.
Yeah.
Oops.
They call these are saplings, aren't they, that have rooted?
Yeah. Oops. I keep tripping up over the stones.
Don't they when you manage a forest, it's that they're clear, isn't it?
I think so. So there's open ground.
It did say forestry, not permission, didn't it? Forestry something.
It's something local, I suppose.
Yeah.
It requires another decision. Oh yeah. I think it's still alive.
Yeah.
Pods are coming out. As I said, more decisions.
I've got to remember how to get back.
True.
Well, if you remember, we turn right before those gates. We could go up this way.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can hear the buzzers. Yeah.
I'm listening.
Over there.
I can actually hear buzzing bees as well.
Oh.
So we're going to walk this away. This is a hill though.
It is a hill. I'm hearing.
No, I haven't heard it yet. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an eerie sound, isn't it?
It's almost like a cat. Not bird-like in many
No.
respects. Nice stone wall.
Yes, it's definitely a skill.
Be like putting a jigsaw together.
Yeah, it's here for a reason, obviously.
That's his land. This is somebody else's.
Yeah, okay. Not sure if that's an owl nesting box at the back, or squirrels, maybe.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
'Cause we've been to places where they have boxes for the red
We might
squirrels.
see some red squirrels this
You
time.
never know.
I've only seen one in France. I want to see some in Britain, in Scotland. Important. Oh, I wonder if it is for red squirrels, because there's a red squirrel feed box there, look.
Uh-huh.
Isn't it?
They want to
We saw
encourage them,
those
won't
in
they?
The lakes, didn't we?
We did.
They're very timid though, aren't they? They're not like the grey ones.
No. Mind you, our ability to see eagles at a place known for eagles was
Yeah,
pretty poor as well.
we did see one in the end.
We walked miles, never saw one,
Yeah, that's right.
and then caught a glimpse when we were driving back.
Yeah. It was quite a lot of way away, wasn't he? He did look big though, didn't he?
He did. Seemed to get more geese than. They make a racket.
That's Mr. and Mrs. She doesn't want to go, and he
Yeah.
I might be able to draw one of these walls. My little notebook.
Right, I'll carry on and see you at the top of this huge hill. See what's up here. It's lovely to be able to walk from the campsite into these sort of woods. Nature all around.
Very peaceful, that wood, isn't it?
There is. Got woods and water, two of your favourites. Just
Two
need to
together.
see.
Heaven.
Yeah?
Yeah.
To ride to the top of the path. Looks like we're on farm on the edge of the woods.
So we can go down here.
Have a look.
We'll keep going left. So when we come back, we have to keep going right.
Okay.
Oh, it's all soft. It's lovely. Like a cushion.
Oh yeah. It's holding its moisture, you can feel the moisture in it.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Very secluded place to have your farm.
Yeah.
flies out.
Oh, what's that? Is that a red? Oh no, it's a peacock. How lovely.
It's huge.
Oh, he's a big one, isn't he? Look at that. He's impressive. Oh,
What?
What was that? Ran across the road then. Oh, I was looking the other way. I bet you it was a bloody squirrel.
Red one. Really red it was. Probably the reddest squirrel you'll ever see.
I think it must have fallen right across perhaps and they've had to...
Oh yes, chopped all the branches down. There's more than one actually.
Yeah,
One,
look at the size
two,
of those roots.
3, 4
Crikey.
and a 5th one at the back.
I wonder if the prevailing wind comes up.
Something got them.
Yeah.
To all go down probably around about the same time. Come back down the hill again and we're going to go round the lake the other side, and it looks like there's a second lake here. I'll show you that in a second, and I think the original lake is over that way, so hopefully we'll do a circuit and get back to the site.